Mistakes to avoid while making New Year's resolutions. Hi, my name is Dr. Meghana Dikshit. I'm the author of the book You Matter and Brain and Performance Expert. If you are new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell icon. Today's topic is all about New Year's resolutions. You know, the research says only 8% people achieve their New Year's resolutions while 92% people fail. Even the best intentioned resolutions do not last beyond January. What's your experience been in the past? A lot of students come and complain to me that they set their goals every year and they don't achieve their goals every year. It somehow looks like a vicious trap that people are stuck in. Are you in this trap? Let me know in the comment box. Type trap in the chat box if you are in this trap. And if you're in this trap, then maybe you're making these mistakes. So I want to share today about all those mistakes that you might be making while setting your New Year's resolutions. So if you're ready, type ready in the chat box. Let's go. Mistake number 1. If you're making huge New Year's resolutions, what does that mean? Let me give an example, okay? A lot of times people overestimate what they can achieve in 1 month's time and underestimate what they can achieve in 10 months' time. Now let me give you an example. If you want to lose 25 kilos of weight, fantastic resolution. And a lot of people have earlier done it also and achieved it also. No resolution is unrealistic. The timelines can be unrealistic. Now when you set this goal, maybe the timeline that you have put yourself, instead of a year, you're putting it as 3 months. Now suppose you're looking at losing 25 kilos in 3 months. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you know what? For your brain who has not done it earlier, it seems like a huge task. It seems like an impossible task. And that's where your brain, a part of your brain, starts giving up on that goal. So setting up smaller resolution. Maybe instead of 25 kilos, if you can just write down 5 kilos. 5 kilos in the next 2 months. Now that would look like a possible goal. When you set that smaller goal, smaller resolution and set that timeline, it's highly possible that you will take actions towards achieving them. You cannot climb Mount Everest in 1 day. Mistake number 2. If you do not have an action plan, most resolutions fail to reach finish line because there is no action plan attached to that resolution. Let's take the same example of losing weight. You want to lose weight, and if you do not have that action plan, how will you lose weight? Will you go to a dietitian, a nutritionist? Will you enroll yourself into the gym? Or will you join a runner's club? What are you going to do in order to achieve that resolution? It's most important to have an action plan in place. How and when, how long, how often? These are the questions that you need to ask yourself when it comes to achieving that goal or that resolution. If say you want to do something in your business, then acquiring, maybe let's take an example of acquiring a new customer. Now if you want to acquire a new customer, what's the strategy? If you miss on the strategy, you miss on the resolution. If you don't know how to make this strategy, then taking the help of somebody is the best possible solution at this point of time for you. So what's the strategy for you achieving your resolution? It's very, very important to reach that finish line. Mistake number 3. Making resolutions but not changing your environment. Say you want to quit smoking and you are surrounded by people, those who are blowing rings on your face. You want to lose weight and your fridge is stacked with cakes, chips and chocolates. It's not going to work, right? So whenever you set your intention or your goal or your resolution, the environment matters a lot. Your brain is constantly absorbing information from outside environment, and your environment is more powerful than your willpower. The information subtly that's going inside you, what does it convey you? Your environment can inspire you, motivate you, or it can demotivate you. So what is it that is in your environment that you need to change when you set this resolution? Make sure that you do not make this mistake, because this is a sure shot way of struggle and failure when it comes to achieving your goals. Mistake number 4, not preparing for pitfalls. Let's be honest, no matter what's your age, experience, gender, none of this matters when you set something new for yourself. New Year's resolution is supposed to be a challenge, and every time you take up a new challenge, you're bound to fall back, you're bound to fail. That's where the challenge is. And sometimes it can be frustrating to keep failing. But remember, in the past also, whatever you achieved, you have not done it in one go. Every time you fail, you get back up and you walk up and you do that thing that you have achieved already. So preparing for potential failures is very important. Remember, failing or falling down is not a problem. Preparing to get back up is something that you must think about in advance. How about you have, like say, you set up a resolution that I will go to the gym 365 days. You haven't done it earlier. So how about setting up like 3 days a week, 5 days a week? And even if that doesn't happen, a lot of people feel this challenge because a lot of people do well in the first month, and then suddenly the break comes. Somebody's marriage has come, some party has come up, some important work has come up, some big sickness has come up, and then people find it difficult to get back up. So how are you going to prepare for such adverse situations and prepare well in advance? This has happened earlier, so this is going to happen now as well. It doesn't matter what's your experience, how much is your skill set. A new challenge will bring small steps of failure, and you should be prepared for failure. The only thing that you must do is prepare for failure, and failure as a glorious failure. So that even when you fail like warrior, you fail like a champion. You don't just go for a shabby failure. Make sure that you progress in that direction by preparing yourself well in advance. Mistake number 5, doing it all alone. Remember, anything that you achieved in the past, you have not done it alone. Success is a team sport. You need to understand that something that is so challenging, or something that is the new resolution that you have never achieved, can be very frustrating, can be challenging, can be very, very stimulating. But if you want to go long and make it happen for yourself, you need to understand that you cannot do it alone. Trying to do it all alone is a sure shot remedy for failure. You need to learn to take help from the experts. You need to take support. You need to ask for help and support when it comes to achieving your goals and resolutions. So whichever area that you're setting your goal, seek help, seek support from the expert, for somebody who has already achieved it. Make sure that you're surrounded by people, those who are on the same track, on the same path. Mistake number 6, if you do not reward yourself. Let's take an example again of 25 kilos of overweight. If you want to lose that 25 kilos of weight, if you lost even 500 grams or 1 kilogram, you got to reward yourself. Even if that weight loss didn't happen, for going to the gym or doing a workout for 6 days in a row, maybe eating healthy for 5 days, 3 days, you have to reward yourself. And the reward has to be based on what is aligned with your goal. It's not that you want to lose weight and then you're eating some cake. That's not a reward. Remember to set up the celebrations, to set up the rewards, because when you reward yourself, there's a chemical called dopamine that's released in your brain. And dopamine is one of the happy hormones. Dopamine is one of the stimulator, one of the hormones that are giving you motivation. So it's very important that you make sure that you celebrate and reward yourself. Failing to celebrate, failing to reward is a sure shot remedy again to not go to the finish line. Mistake number 7, if you're getting impatient. Remember, New Year's resolutions means new goals, new challenges. And when there is new goals, new challenges, it's natural that it's going to take some time. But if you get impatient, you want to achieve it faster. Like human beings are designed to quick results. We all want quick fixes. We want fast results. We want instant gratification. But that's not the way to go ahead. every step that you take towards your resolution. Stop there, take a review, see for how far you have come and where you are going. The more you stabilize yourself, at least in the initial phase of resolution, the more your foundation is stronger, the better it's going to get eventually in the later stage. So make sure that you are going and you are running a marathon. It's not a sprint. So you have to go slow, steady, and make sure that you look at every progress that you're making. The review is a very important part. Building that patience for yourself is very, very critical. Let me know in the comment section which are the mistakes that you are making out of these 7. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, share it with at least 10 people in your community, and come back soon.